Hello and welcome to Braintree High School for a first-round playoff baseball matchup here as number 8 Braintree takes on number 25 Springfield Central. Mike Wasser bringing the coverage here on BCAM TV as we are ready for the first pitch of the game from the left-hander Joyce. Game starting right at the 5 o'clock scheduled start time. Temperatures in the upper 60s. No real wind. Perfect day for a game. As we are underway here on the first pitch of the game, and it's in there for strike one. Home side finishing with a couple of important wins in that tournament over at BC High. Braintree with victories over BC High and Westwood to finish the season 12-8 and bumping up their rankings from 10 to 8, getting a home game and potentially 2. The pitch on the way from Joyce, up in the air on the infield. Out in foul ground as looking over at it and making the first out in foul territory is Rogers. So the Braintree defense put to test here on the opening out. Across the outfield for Braintree will be Grieve in left with King in center field and Donnelly in right across the diamond. It'll be Rogers who just made the play. The shortstop is Ryan Fan over at second base and Canavan at first with the catcher Stenman. Catching Joyce, who has the first out of the ball game and delivers a strike. So a good start for Joyce, who's trying to have a much better taste this time around than the last year in the postseason, where he was hit hard against Leominster in a surprise game back in that first inning. So the opening out comes on a pop-up in foul territory, and Joyce now missing off the edge. So Miranda down to start the game, now Martinez Rosario. The pitch on the way. It's cut on and missed. Good off-speed stuff. Couple of strikes here in the at-bat. Joyce really starting to pile up the strikeout numbers. Looking for one here. We'll be on and one out. And the pitch on the way is away off the plate. Braintree with a couple of injuries. Much different looking roster and defense than the last time I've done a game here. As the pitch on the way, and this one popped up in foul ground, and this one's back and out of play. So a couple of strikes. The at-bat continues. Getting ready is Joyce. As the southpaw winds and fires and missed off the plate, and now in danger of putting a base runner on. Wind up and the pitch, and another foul ball as this one is knocked out of play from the catcher. So Braintree, the home team, the number 8 seed in the postseason. And the offering, and it's in the air out towards center field. King a long way in, but he's going to have a play on it and puts it away for the second out. So 2 pretty routine plays by the defense. And looking for a scoreless top half of the first. First pitch here, the at-bat is up. Lefty-lefty matchup here as the third baseman Torres will stand in. Now with the new ranking system, you see a lot of teams playing from a good distance away. Obviously, Springfield Central, a hefty travel to come here to Braintree. And a weekday game. As the pitch right there for a strike. Good fastball. Good mix of pitches here early in the first inning from Joyce, who's become Braintree's top pitcher here this season. And right back in there for another strike. Looking to finish off the top half of the first. And the Braintree bats looking to get it going. And the offering. And on the ground. This one, snared by the pitcher. Joyce, a phenomenal top half of the first. And the home side. As good of a start as you can ask for. And the bats will try and get it going in a scoreless game. Bottom half of the first, as Braintree will bat for the first time. As Canavan digs in there, left-handed bat, first baseman. And takes the first pitch for a strike down at the knees. Right-handed pitcher Archibald. As that one misses off the plate, Braintree again will have their top three hitters up here, Canavan, Donnelly, and Ryan. Right now in a scoreless game, neither team obviously has a base runner. Braintree yet to have a chance, and this one into left field, a base hit to start the game. So Braintree right on cue delivers into the outfield. So Canavan, who generally bats down towards the 3 or 4 spot, has moved up with a couple of changes, and Braintree now will get Donnelly at the dish. So a good start for the home side. Again, Braintree playing a very difficult schedule, finishing 12-8, but getting a high seed because of that schedule. And now looking to deliver here is Donnelly as he squares and takes it back for ball 1. Right fielder can be speedy when he gets on, but right now he is potentially considering a sacrifice as Braintree looking to strike first. Being held on at the first base bag as Donnelly pops the bunt up and it's in foul ground. So wasn't able to get the bunt down. Braintree continuing to consider that small ball. Obviously early in a ball game you want to give your pitcher something to work with and give momentum on your side. Short lead over at first. Ball and a strike as the offering on the way, and again missing off the edge. So even though Braintree is showing a potential bunt, he's missed on 2 of the 3 pitches. Important start for Braintree. They want to play with the lead. Again squaring, and no contact as a throw back to first will not be in time. And now they're going to have to probably take the bunt play off with 2 strikes. So Donnelly not able to get it done with the bunt, but maybe he'll get it done with the bat instead. Sometimes it works out that way. Pitch. And that one just missed, a close pitch. Full count. And the pitch. And on the ground to third, but a foul ball. That one had a chance for potentially extra bases. Good jump there from Canavan. Braintree has some pretty solid contact here with their first couple of hitters. Look over at the runner at first, and the pitch. And on the ground this side, right side. Over towards second for 1, back to first, low, and it's going to get away, and now the runner will take off for second. And that happens so often where they try and turn 2 and end up throwing it away. So Braintree will certainly take that exchange. You get a quicker base runner over to second, take the out, and the base runner now in scoring position. So you get the force out at second, but the throwing error does bring the runner over to second. Game's first miscue. Reasonable turnover there at the bag at second, but it was a rush throw down in the dirt, and generally at the high school level you don't see the ball dug out as often. Good size lead at second, and the pitch, and Ryan knocks it back. So Ryan trying to provide the game's first run with Grieve in the on-deck circle as the cleanup hitter. Braintree shortstop. As the offering on the way, off-speed pitch is knocked back and out of play. Biggest hit of the season so far for Ryan was the game-winning hit against BC High. That came in the bottom of the 7th inning. The game on the road. Although Braintree was the home team in that game. Pitch, and this one lifted in the air to shortstop. Pretty easy play. And the shortstop will put it away as the runner has to backtrack to second. So not able to move him over, and now it'll take something from Grieve. Playing left field and batting in the cleanup spot. Braintree again with a much different looking lineup. And now trying to provide a 2-out base hit to get the game's first run across. Got to be able to score on a base hit from second base. Home side looking to strike first here in the first inning. A good inning from Joyce. We've got the Eagles 1-2-3. Now the Womps trying to get the game's first run here with 2 outs. Long await here as the first pitch to Grieve. Upcoming and a pickoff try, not going to work. Very rarely do you see a player picked off at second base. More bad things can happen than good when you try and pick off a runner at second. That ball goes in the outfield. Now the runner's at third. And a pass ball would score him. As the pitch on the way, and the pitch is dropped by the catcher on a pretty good-looking pitch. So often that ends up being a ball because the umpire doesn't have as good of a look. He stands up. Good size lead at second and the pitch, and that one gets away and the runner takes third. So that's the situation. Braintree now with the go-ahead run standing just 90 feet away. Both of the first 2 pitches here in the at-bat have not looked comfortable between pitcher and catcher. They've both gotten away. And now a 2-0 count. So waiting for a 2-0 potential fastball. Offering on the way, and this one weakly hit towards the third base side. Pitcher fields, throws it low, it's not in time, and the runner scores. Not a hard hit ball, and certainly not a pitch you want to swing at 2-0, and Grieve fortunate to be over there at first base. Braintree obviously happy to have the run, but that was not the pitch to swing at on a 2-0, and it works out. The pitcher could not field it cleanly, had plenty of time to throw it over there and lost his footing. And the defense has hurt him here in this first inning. Braintree's already taken advantage of a couple of errors. And the game's first run comes across. And the pitch to Brooks into left field, another base hit. So the runners keep coming on the bases. So Brooks' first pitch swinging, drives into the left field. DHing, not playing shortstop. And now Rogers, the Braintree Bats, trying to open up a couple-run lead here in this first inning. Excellent start for the home team. Runners lead, and the pitch, and the fastball in the corner for a strike. Eagles trying to keep it close here in this first inning. Braintree trying to strike for multiple runs. Sixth hitter of the inning, and this is one on the left side. Difficult play. The throw is to third. That's a very unique play to go to that side, and obviously a much easier play for the shortstop who gets the force out at third base, but Braintree strikes for a run thanks to a couple of miscues on the infield, and the game's first run comes for Braintree as we head to the second. Top of the second inning, Braintree playing with a 1-run lead as the first pitch on the way, and this one out towards left field, hit hard, but right at the left fielder, Grieve, who puts it away and very quickly silences the dugout. Best swing of the game so far for the visitors, but it turns into a fly out to left. So 4, 5, and 6 hitters. Number 4 hitter, cleanup hitter so far retired, and the first pitch for a strike. Now the lefty-lefty matchup. Defense going to be a big part of this ball game. So far it has. Braintree striking for the game's first run as Donnelly scores the only run so far. And Joyce has it going early. Hasn't had a strikeout yet, but he's been right around the plate and continues to have the hitters off balance. Right to the delivery, winds and fires, and misses inside. And on the grass is the third baseman, Rogers. And right there, he struck him out. Got him looking. So right on cue. He will deliver his first strikeout of the outing. And there's 2 very quick outs here in the second. Good stuff early for Joyce. And the first pitch, this one out to right center. It's going to get down for their first hit of the game, as the throw will not be made to first. You don't see many times a fielder throw to first from the outfield, but there was a reasonable chance, but only bad things would have probably happened in that spot, as he would have reached first anyway, and the ball potentially gets away and then get an extra base. So probably a smart decision from Donnelly. So the first base runner for the Eagles comes here with 2 outs in the second. And the pitch, and a swing and a miss. We'll see if the base runner is on the move here with 2 outs, trying to get into scoring position. Canavan going to hold him close, or as close as he can. Tough to get a good jump off a left-handed pitcher. Not going, and this one out to right field, but in foul ground, as that one drops, foul. So now he's got 2 strikes as Joyce trying to get through the second inning. Fan 1 so far. That came here in this inning. Defense pretty much straight up here with 2 down. And the pitch. And in the air it goes down the left field line. Grieve a couple steps to his left to make the catch. And another quick inning here in the second. So the Braintree pitching from Joyce has been superb. And the Bats will try and keep it going in a 1-run game. Bottom 2, and the first pitch on the way to King is popped up on the infield. First baseman wants to make a play on it and is able to put it away in foul ground. So Braintree swinging at another first pitch, and it does not work out in their favor. So the 7-hitter King retired, and now the pitcher Joyce batting in the 8th spot, trying to help out his own cause on the mound. See if the ball starts moving a bit here in the outfield, as the pitch is a strike. Obviously a big strike zone for Joyce, a big boy. On the ground, this one towards third base. Fielded cleanly, and the throw across in time, and there are 2 outs here in the inning. So a pop-up and a very quick ground out. So both sides continue to swing early and often. Take something from the second baseman Fan for this inning to continue. Batting in the 9 hole. Top of the order due up next, as that is cut on and missed. Another early swing. Without the services of DeRoche, Fan has filled in at second. One of Braintree's most dynamic players. The pitcher plays the outfield, and obviously now a wild swing as Fan has not looked good through the first couple of pitches. No control of the head of the bat in that spot. And the offering. Downstairs. Braintree with a couple of hits so far. They've also been aided by a couple of fielding mistakes. Trying to get a base runner with 2 outs. And the pitch. And this one up in the air on the infield. Catcher with a long run on the way and able to make the basket catch. Difficult play and able to put it away. Nice ranging play from the catcher. You don't generally see a catcher make that much coverage on a play in the air, but able to make a nice play to end the inning. So we head to the third in a quick moving game. Braintree leading 1-0. First pitch here of the third, and this one knocked to the backstop. Pitch on the way, and Joyce just missed on a close pitch. So now dealing with the bottom of the order, 8, 9, and 1. And this one driven out towards left field, and Grieve cannot make a play. It drops in front of him for a base hit here to start the third. It's the first time in the game that a runner has started the inning off for the visitors. Now that opens the door for some creativity potentially down at the bottom. Potential bunt play or hit and run. As the pitch on the way, and that one is there at the knees for a strike. No sign of a bunt here from the number 9 hitter. Here to start the at-bat. Pretty interesting if they don't decide to, with the tying run aboard. Obviously important for the first baseman, Canavan, to keep the base runner close. As Joyce winds and fires and gets it by him. Offering, and that one's down and away. So leadoff man on, stands at first. Joyce looking for the first out here of the top of the third. And he's got it on a called third strike. Good fastball and not a good at bat. Did not move the base runner over and goes down without a swing. Don't really understand why you wouldn't be bunting in that spot. Down a run here early in a ball game with the number 9 hitter at the dish. And obviously Joyce pitching well here in this third inning. So both strikeouts have come looking as the top of the order now up for the second time. As the pitch on the way, and he had him fooled for a strike. Really good stuff early in this ball game from the left-hander, Joyce. Dealing with Miranda, who grounded out his first time. As that one's downstairs, the base runner takes off, and he'll get down to second. So no sacrifice, but a straight-out steal instead. Obviously some help from the Braintree side as that pitch was down in the dirt. Got a good pitch to go on. So base hit potentially could tie this score up now at 1. Braintree has an out here in the inning so far thanks to the strikeout. And that one tap foul. Braintree in the bottom half will have the top of their order due up. So obviously important here to try and hold it at 1-0 and try and get those bats going yet again. So a single and a strikeout so far as the runner has been able to move to second now on the ball that got away briefly. And the offering. And it's in there again. Down he goes without a swing. He's got it working on the outside corner. Another head shake back to the dugout, but Joyce has been around the plate. So 2 down now. And now the catcher, it's Martinez Rosario, will stand in. Miranda, who just struck out, he's second out. And the pitch. And on the ground, sharply hit to third, but foul. Pretty good sized crowd here for a first round matchup between number 8 Braintree and number 25 Springfield Central. Braintree would host a second round game if it gets there. Rematch with Leominster from a season ago. As the lefty's ready, and a fastball, another strike. He has really mixed up those pitches. Hasn't thrown a million fastballs. A lot of pitchers at this level have really just 2 or 3 pitches. When you can get that 4th dialed in, it makes things very difficult for the hitters. Fan 2 in the inning, trying to strike out the side as this one on the ground and into the center field. As the runner waves around, here's the throw to the plate. It's got to be close and not in time. Great throw from center field. That made it very close, but the throw just a little bit late. And the first run scored for the Eagles. Excellent throw from King to make things even close. And that one gets through the middle of the infield. And Braintree now going to try a potential here. And now Joyce will try and step off. So a runner at first, now with 2 outs. So the first run of the game scored by Springfield Central comes here with 2 outs in this 3rd inning. A hit up the middle. Just made his way past the dive of the second baseman. This one on the ground towards the second baseman, Fan, who bobbles, able to regain, and then the ball is dropped by Canavan. Wow. That is a very frustrating sequence here. So Fan, who couldn't field that one cleanly, then the throw was in time, but it could not be handled by Canavan. Maybe surprised him, but either way, that is a play that needs to be made on the infield. Braintree with an error. A very surprising play made here with 2 outs, as both sides have uncorked an error. So that keeps the inning going. You don't really want to keep it going against the middle of the order. It's a ball that should have been out number 3. And obviously you got a younger player that's not been playing that position all season, Fan, but you got to learn from those mistakes. Just keep playing and hopefully get out of this inning. This one on the ground again. Braintree this time positioned up the middle, and they get a very favorable bounce and make the force out at second. So both sides have scored thanks to a fielding error. As we head to the bottom of the 3rd, it's 1-1. Bottom of the 3rd as Canavan leads things off. The top of the Braintree order, and a first pitch strike. So Braintree now seeing this game tied up, trying to get the lead right back. As the pitch on the way is knocked out of play. So Canavan, Donnelly, and Ryan, the expected trio of Braintree hitters, in a 1-1 game here in the bottom of the 3rd. Between number 8 Braintree and number 25 Springfield Central. First round matchup here of the D1 MIAA tournament. As the offering on the way, and that one just missed. Pretty close pitch. Canavan singled his first time to left field. As the offering on the way, and on the ground it goes towards the left side. Shortstop on the move, and the throw across. You're going to get there in time. So to bring up Donnelly now. Second time around for the Braintree hitters. See how they adjust second time through. And Donnelly takes the first pitch off the plate. And 2-0. Braintree looking for a base runner here with an out, and nobody on. Interesting spot here. Decision for Donnelly. Pretty good hitter. You swing here at the 2-0, you get a fastball. He does not swing and takes the pitch off the plate, and now looking to get on with the free pass. Haven't seen a walk yet, and that's a strike. The offering on the way, and Donnelly slashes that one back to the screen as the count has now filled up. Always interesting to see these non-league teams play each other. Obviously not much scouting probably for either side against teams that are a good distance away from each other. As the pitch on the way, and this one lifted out of play. Good at bat here from Donnelly, who's seen a lot of pitches and trying to find his way on. Hit to a fielder's choice his first time and came around to score Braintree's first run. As the offering on the way again, same side of the outfield on the left side. Another foul ball. So if anything, he's making the pitcher throw extra pitches here in this 3rd inning. Right fielder, Donnelly, trying to get something started in front of Ryan, the shortstop. As the pitch on the way, and this one drilled out towards left center field. That one hit well. Back it's going to go, and it's going to get down. Donnelly digging for 2 bases, and he will get there without a throw. The defense playing very shallow, and that went easily over the head of the center fielder. So it turns into 2 bases, and the long at bat pays off. Braintree's first extra base hit of the game, their 3rd hit. 2 singles and a double, and Ryan again will come up with a base runner in scoring position. Popped up to shortstop his first time, and they're in on the grass expecting a potential bunt. Go-ahead run stands at second, and the pitch to Ryan is knocked foul right at the plate. Because a bunt in this situation would move the runner to third, but really not needed with no force play. Good size lead at second, and the pitch downstairs. So an opportunity here for Ryan, who's taken over at shortstop for the injured Brooks, who is DHing but not playing the field, and has slid into the middle of the order. That one downstairs, difficult play, and the catcher able to block it, but the runner moves to third anyway. That was just a phenomenal play to even keep that ball in front of him, but obviously once you get that ball in the dirt, if you're a base runner, you take off 99% of the time, you're going to get there. And now the infield comes in. Infield in here early in the ball game. Pitch, and a swing and a miss. Anything in play for Ryan is what you want here. Certainly don't want a strikeout. Donnelly on the move as he heads back towards third. Grieve in the on-deck circle. So the infield is in. There are just 1 out so far, as Ryan trying to give Braintree the lead right back. Springfield Central tied in the top of the inning. And Ryan swings and misses at a pitch off the plate. Helped out the pitcher there and strikes out. So a big second out, and the defense now will move back. So Grieve, who was the one that dribbled it right towards the pitcher his last time, and Braintree ended up scoring the run as the pitcher stumbled on his throw to first. And now Grieve takes the pitch off the plate. So Braintree continuing to get base runners, now trying to drive them home. Pitch, and it's popped up. Difficult play in foul ground. Long run. First baseman moving, can't make the catch. Not an easy play over the shoulder, but it does give Braintree an extra swing. Those are the plays that if you're going to win on the road, you need. We'll see if Braintree can take advantage of an extra swing. Runner leads from third, and the pitch. And Grieve takes a strike. So now 2 strikes on him. Braintree had the runner at third with 1 out, still there now with 2. And there are 2 strikes on the hitter. And the offering, and he's able to spoil that one off. That was just the first strikeout for Archibald, who's the starter. He's gone the first 2 2/3. Again, the pitch, that's down in the dirt, and a nice stop from the catcher. That one gets away, the game's go-ahead run scores. So the catcher's so important at any level, but obviously in a spot where you're throwing off-speed pitches. Offering, and again trying to go outside and missed. Count now has filled with Brooks in the on-deck circle. And the pitch, and he's got him this time on a called third strikes. And Grieve does not like the call, but that is the final out here of the third. So Braintree strands the go-ahead run at third base, and we head to the fourth inning in a 1-1 game. Rodriguez, who was a strikeout victim his first time, lefty-lefty matchup, as the pitch on the way is down and away. So Braintree left an opportunity on the bases as they stranded the go-ahead run at third base. Not able to push across. And now Joyce has fallen behind here to start this fourth inning. The leadoff runner got on to start the third, came around to end up scoring the tying run. And the offering on the way, and that's in there for a strike. He's able to battle back and now make it a full count. And the offering on the right side, Canavan. Routine play, and there's one down. It's as easy as a play as you're going to see as a first baseman. Right next to the bag. Joyce could use a quick inning here in the fourth. Braintree is the higher seed, is the home team. And right now in the middle of a 1-1 game. Big swing and a miss. Big first pitch swing from Zayas. First baseman. And up in the air it goes, as this one in foul ground. Backing out of play. A couple of quick strikes. Joyce has fanned 3 so far, and all 3 of them have been looking. And the pitch is there again. Another one down without a swing. 2 down here in the fourth. Not fooling around with 2 strikes is Joyce. Right back to the plate. And he's got 2 outs now, looking for a clean 1-2-3 top of the fourth. First pitch is down. Braintree bats will have 5, 6, and 7 in the bottom of this inning. Right now trying to keep it at a 1-1 game here with nobody on and 2 outs. Dealing with Tyrell as the pitch is knocked to the screen. Had a 2-0 fastball and could not put that one in play as it's fouled off. Beautiful day for a ball game here at Braintree High School, a 5 o'clock start time, and we're here in the top of the fourth. There's the offering on the way and a swing and a miss. A couple of strikes on him now as he's battled back from a 2-0 count to make it 2-2. Looking to fan a couple of hitters for the second straight inning. And the pitch on the ground, left side. As Ryan on the move, Bobble able to get it back, makes the throw, and he's got him. Beautiful play at shortstop. Initial bobble, able to keep it with the bare hand, and a nice, strong, accurate throw. Has a clean 1-2-3 top of the fourth. So the Braintree bats will see 5, 6, and 7 Brooks, Rogers, and King in a 1-1 game. Bottom of the fourth inning is Brooks set to start the inning. Here in a 1-1 game, Joyce continuing to work quickly through the Springfield Central order. As the pitch on the way, left side of the infield. Nice diving play at third. Able to pick that one away, and the throw across in time. So Brooks, who swings early in the at-bat for the second time, this time has the hit taken away. That was a difficult play over at third, and nice diving play to stop that one from going to left field. Much different looking inning if that ball gets into left field. Braintree has the leadoff man on as King takes the first pitch strike. So Brooks, who singled his last time, this time retired on the ground out. And now Rogers, who grounded to short his first time. Pitch just missing. King would be on deck. Braintree trying to get a base runner on here with 1 out as this one is knocked foul down the third baseline. Another good-sized crowd here for a playoff matchup. First-round matchup between number 8 Braintree and 25 Springfield Central. The offering is on the way, and the fastball missed. Winner of this game has Leominster, who was able to upset Weymouth in a 2-0 game. There's the pitch on the way as that one's down and away. Now the count has filled. We have not seen a walk yet, as this one is knocked to the backstop. Braintree has fanned twice, and that came last inning. Again, the 3-2 on the way, and this one out of play. Another long at bat. Braintree's had a couple of those here against the starter Archibald. It was Donnelly who was able to reach after a long 10-pitch at bat. And the pitch, and he draws a walk. Pitch well off the plate. And Braintree aboard here with the free pass. They have the go-ahead run standing now at first. And do you consider a pinch runner here in this spot? No, doesn't look like head coach O'Connell will go in that route. Haven't seen Braintree go for a straight-out steal yet. But they have gotten a few extra bases on balls down in the dirt. Being held close at first, and the pitch to King on the ground, left side, shortstop. Got to go to second for one, and the ball's dropped, and then the out, and he's out at second, and Rogers, who had he gone through the play, probably would be still safe at second. They tried to turn the double play at second, and they probably would have had it had that ball been kept clean at second base, and Braintree not going through the play, completing it, end up costing themselves a base at second. So very fortunate for the Eagles, who probably could have turned two on that play, instead almost got nothing. And now Joyce, as the pitch is just below the knees for ball one. That's a frustrating sequence. Obviously you want to get out of the way. You expect that play to be made. Can't really fault Rogers in that spot. He was expecting the ball to be caught, and he was trying to get out of the way so he didn't get hit in the face with the throw. Said the ball was mishandled. And now Joyce trying to provide something here with two outs. Grounded out to the third baseman his first time. Second straight inning, Braintree's had a base runner on with two outs. This time just at first. As the offering is on the way, Joyce another big swing with no contact. It's a spot here down towards the bottom of the Braintree order with the number 8 hitter Joyce batting that you would consider a straight out steal or a hit and run type of play. As the pitch, and this one driven out towards deep right center field. Hit well by Joyce, back it goes, and huts off the top of the fence. Runner waves around, he will come around to score, and Braintree just missed a home run. Are they going to call it a home run? I think they might. They're going to look at this one. That hit the top of the fence, that should be a home run. How does the ball jump back into play? How could it possibly jump back into the field of play if it hit the top of the fence? That should be a home run. That cleared the fence and jumped back into the field of play. That should be a two-run homer. Big call, and they're going to call it. It's a two-run job from Joyce. The right call made, and Braintree jumps in front 3-1. He's done it all here today. The Braintree pitcher on the mound now delivers a two-run homer. Talk about a timely hit from a key player. And the fielders obviously don't agree, but that just makes sense. I mean, just by the rules of logic. I mean, how could the ball jump back into the field of play? It hit the top of the fence. How could it come down? The center fielder was there. He had a good look at it. And if anybody's going to have a look at that, it was him. Regardless of the situation, this call is not going to change. And again, this is the situation I talked about before the game. They usually have the three umpires during the playoffs. Maybe you get a different look from one of the other umpires, but that looked pretty clear. Either way the run scored, there was going to be at least one run scored on that play. It was a question of was it a two-run homer or just a double off the bat of Joyce, and this one kind of slows down the play. So Joyce, who's hit a couple of big home runs this season, picked a great time for it. That ball got out of here in a hurry. And certainly understand why there'd be a complaint on the other side, but the two umpires did get together. It was initially ruled just the double, but obviously they got together and overruled it to a home run. As Braintree goes after the first pitch. So this game has completely changed in the swing of a bat as the number 8 hitter Joyce hits the go-ahead 2-run homer. And a big hit in this game as Fan on the ground, difficult play at third, backing up. The throw again is off target, but able to hold the bag and end the inning. So Braintree gets the big hit they're looking for. If you're going to advance in the postseason, you need your best players to be your best players. And so far, Joyce has done that for the home side as we head to the 5th. Braintree leads 3-1. First pitch here of the 5th inning. As Joyce back out there for another inning of work, and his hit right now, the difference. The 2-run homer, initially ruled a double and then overruled to a home run. And obviously, you feel slighted if you're Springfield Central that ball did not leave the yard, but the two umpires got together and changed the call from a double to a home run, and now this one driven out towards deep center field, but playable as King back a few steps to make the catch. Gave that one a ride, but he's the first out here of the 5th. So the sun makes its way back in. And the offering on the way, right in there for a strike. Lefty-lefty matchup here with the number 9 hitter, Stratton. Plays right field, and the pitch. And a swing and a miss. Had him out in front. So he's got 4 strikeouts, trying to get number 5 here to the number 9 hitter as he misses off the plate. Braintree has not trailed here in this game. They led 1-0 after an inning of play. Gave up the tying run back in the 3rd. And now have the go-ahead run as that just missed. Stenman did not catch that one cleanly. And that was a close pitch. Didn't frame it all that well. And maybe that's the difference in getting the 3rd strike call. As he gets back onto the rubber, and this one hit back to him, he stabs it. Right over to the first baseman, Canavan, and 2 down. He's made 2 putouts at his position on weak ground balls back to the mound. Obviously an important part of the game is to field your position, especially as a pitcher. And now it's the 3rd time through the Springfield Central Eagle lineup. Looking for a clean 1-2-3 5th as he's got it dealing right now. And the first pitch in for another strike. Starts ahead. Joyce continuing to work quickly as he misses down and away. Defense back here with 2 down. As the offering on the way, and that one just a little bit high. Neither side with any action back behind either pitcher, as both pitchers have pitched pretty well. Braintree getting a lot more base runners than the Eagles have. As the offering is on the way, and this one drilled out towards left center field. It's going to be a tough one to get to. It's going to get down in the gap, and it's going to make its way down. And this is going to be a 2-out hit as the runner will stop there. Here with 2 outs. Big time hit here with 2 outs as a base runner is now on in a 3-1 game. First extra base hit of the game for the Eagles. Braintree's had a couple of them. None bigger than that home run from Joyce. Donnelly with the only other extra base hit. It was a double. So the hitter now at the dish, responsible for the tying hit at the time. Back in the 3rd inning. So the ball will now be pitched in by Joyce. So Base runner trying to stay close to that bag. Braintree looking to keep him there. And now the Eagles looking for a timely hit here with 2 outs as Joyce looks back at the base runner, winds and fires, and to the plate he goes and misses outside. Dealing with Martinez Rosario, who has flied out to center and has singled to bring in a run. Their only run of this ball game. And the offering just below the knees. So he's fallen behind 2-0, and now you wonder what he does here. Obviously a hitter that has seen the ball well out of the hand of Joyce. Do you give in here on the 2-0? Obviously not going to bunt and takes a strike instead. On a 2-0 count, kind of a silly play to try and drop that down. Generally going to get a good pitch to hit too with a 2-0 count. Just gives away a freebie there. Runner starts and stops, and the pitch, and a swing and a miss. Got 2 on him now. So Joyce trying to get through the 5th inning. He's got 2 outs. The runner is at second in a 3-1 game. Be a good time for another strikeout. This time he starts and will step off. Base runner gets that uniform dirty as Joyce makes him think twice about taking a little extra lead. Obviously he wants to score on a base hit. Joyce trying to find his way through this inning. Next strikeout will be number 5. And the pitch just missed. Tying run is at the dish. Runner takes off. Here's the pitch. And that one had a lot of the plate, but he just missed. And that is ball 4. And the runner has to go back to second, doesn't he? If it's ball 4, should be back at second base. That's a dead ball. He should be back at second. It's an interesting play. So they're at the corners now. First pitch swing out towards right field, hit well. Back towards the corner it goes, still going back. Donnelly can't make the catch as Braintree drops it, and now the runner waved around. Here he comes, the throw will not be in time, and Braintree with a 2-run error. Oh, that is a killer in the outfield. Donnelly had it and makes an error in the outfield to bring home the tying run. Did not make the catch with 2 hands, and Braintree gives a gift to the visitors. Couldn't have asked for a bigger gift here. That is just a bad mistake here in this game. Here in a playoff game, you expect to have that one here with 2 outs. Obviously, Donnelly, a very emotional player. Very important part of the team, but Braintree makes a costly mistake, keeps the Eagles in this game in a tie game now at 3, and they have the go-ahead run stand at second. This game just continues to have swings in both directions. Don't expect to see that in a first-round playoff matchup. Both teams have made some mistakes, and none bigger than that. So Joyce had just given Braintree the lead, and now his defense lets him down. As this one's popped up on the infield, catcher has a play. Stenman with his back to it, makes the catch and ends the inning, but a frustrating inning for the Braintree defense, gives away the tying runs, and the Eagles able to tie it up thanks to a mistake in the outfield as we head to the bottom of the 5th, 3-3. First pitch here of the 5th as we have a new pitcher on. First pitching change. Didn't see anybody warming in between innings, but must have been going on earlier as the offering is on the way, and that one is down. So Braintree has the top of the order due up. This game has had swings in both directions. Braintree had the big-time hit from Joyce just last inning. had the 2-run homer. You thought maybe that was going to be what Braintree needed to win this game, but instead a costly 2-run error as this one driven towards left field, and it gets down to begin the inning. Canavan's second hit, both have gone to left field. So Braintree starts the inning off with the base runner on. This game has had plenty of base runners, plenty of runs, plenty of mistakes. That has been a big-time storyline in this game. And now Donnelly, who had that costly error, can he help out his own cause? With the bat now, he's squaring and drops down a bunt, third base side. Play is towards first, and the sacrifice is successful. So Donnelly, who was asked to bunt earlier, did not get it down, ended up getting to the fielder's choice, and now Braintree's moved the go-ahead run to second. Got to feel bad for Donnelly. Obviously make that costly mistake in the outfield, but at least he's able to help out his team with the play there to move the runner over. Being no better feeling than to get a hit in that spot, but he was obviously not asked to hit, he was asked to bunt. As the pitch on the way to Ryan is outside. Ryan yet to come through with the hit here. He was the hero in the win over BC High with the winning walk-off hit in the 7th inning. He's popped up and struck out 0 for 2. As that one spins it back, and surprised that Ryan didn't try and take that one, get hit by it. So Canavan, who right now is the go-ahead runner, stands at second base, does not have a big lead. As Braintree trying to score another run. Pitch on the way, and Ryan takes that one well off the plate. Nothing tempting to swing at there. Gonna have to be taken here. Multiple pitches, I would assume, here with a 3-0 count. The new pitcher on is Torres, who starts the inning and delivers a strike. He's gonna have to battle all the way back. Canavan stands at second, and the pitch to Ryan. He's taken all the way and takes another strike. So he does take the 2 pitches and takes 2 fastballs on the corner. Count now has filled up. Does Braintree send the runner here with 1 out? And the offering, and in the air it goes towards right field. It's going to be a difficult play, but the right fielder makes his way in. Thought the second baseman was going to try and make a play on it. Would have been a much tougher play for him. So Ryan not able to move him over. And now Grieve, who's come up 3 times with the runner on in scoring position. Brought him home once, struck out the second time. Big opportunity here with 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th. Against the new pitcher. And this one is knocked foul right in front of the bench. Greaves needs a pitch that he can hit hard. Hasn't had great contact so far in his first 2 at-bats against a new pitcher this time, though. As the offering's downstairs, the catcher able to keep it in front of him. That one nowhere close to being far enough for Canavan to even consider trying for third. And now a meeting coming at the mound. Big spot here with 2 outs. The tying or the go-ahead run now is at second. So the meeting has ended. Lead continues over at second for Canavan. Pitch on the way to Grieve, drives this one out towards right field. On the move, long run, and the center fielder, right fielder colliding, but still able to make the catch, and that turned into an interesting play that almost turned into a drop in the outfield had they collided and the ball popped free. Would have been very similar to the way Braintree allowed the tying runs to come across. So we head to the 6th inning in a 3-3 game. Top of the 6th inning, 3-3 game, and the first pitch in for a strike. Joyce back out for another inning of work. Braintree has gotten into the bullpen for Springfield Central. As the offering right there, another strike. He's got 2 of them. Dealing with 5, 6, and 7. As Rodriguez, who has struck out looking and grounded out to first. Pitch as this one's knocked out of play. A couple of quick strikes on the hitter. As we play here in the top of the 6th inning. First round matchup between number 8 Braintree and number 25 Springfield Central. As the 2-strike pitch on the way is just tapped foul. Hasn't wasted many pitches here in the at-bat. You wonder if he's going to try and get him to chase something off the edge. It's ahead 0-2. And the pitch is high and tight. That time obviously inside, but 2 inside. Do not want to hit him. Joyce works quick. And the 1-2. Trying to go outside and missed. The 5, 6, and 7 hitters for the Eagles here in the top of the 6th inning. In a 3-3 game here in round 1 of the MIAA playoffs. On the ground right side. Canavan bobbles, going to need help from his pitcher. Throw to first is going to be off target, and it's going to get away, and the runner's going to move to second. And Braintree with a wild throw. As Joyce did not get over there quickly. Needed help from the pitcher, and it was going to be a bang-bang play had it been on target. And that throw way off the mark. And Braintree with another error. Certainly one that Canavan has fielded most of the season, but the Braintree defense has really let him down here at parts of this game. And now the go-ahead run stands at second with nobody out. And the pitch. And in the air it goes on the first pitch. As coming in, and it's the second baseman, Fan, makes the catch. Nice play by Fan. That's a much-needed out for the home side. So the defensive play and the putout does not allow the runner to move to third. Still in scoring position, but Braintree will certainly take that. Get a first pitch swing and a weak pop-up. It's not an easy play by any stretch of the imagination, but a good defensive play. As the pitch on the way is right there, and another strike. Starts ahead again. Opportunity here for Tyrell, who has grounded out and flied out 0 for 2. Good size lead over there at second base as Joyce will go to the plate, and that one's knocked out of play. Hasn't been able to strike out a hitter in a while. This would be a good time for one. He's fanned just 4, but has not fanned one in almost 8 or 9 hitters. This would be a very good time to keep that runner at second and get a second out. Big lead at second. Joyce goes to the plate and the pitch. And this one's popped up on the infield, a mile high. Over and battling the sun to make the catches, Rogers. There's 2 down. So after the runner gets to second on the fielding and throwing error, Braintree will now have 2 outs. And the runner still there at second. Trying to get through this top of the 6th is Joyce. And the Braintree bats really hoping to get a chance in a tie game. It's the Eagles right now giving Braintree all they can handle. Stepping off and a big lead as he dives back into the bag. Base runner really trying to get a big lead. Obviously hoping to score on a base hit. But Joyce trying to keep him close. Fan right there on the bag if he does try a pickoff play. A little bit more difficult for a left-handed pitcher to throw in that direction as that's a strike. Right-hander can turn in a different direction. He's got to turn his whole body around to throw to second, so much tougher for a lefty to pick him off at second. Pitch on the way and a check swing. Canavan at foul ground puts it away. And Braintree gets through the 6th inning. And again, Springfield Central does not decide to sacrifice, and it hurts them here in the 6th. So Braintree will have a chance in a tie game at 3. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now Braintree trying to get something going. Here in a 3-3 game, first pitch and a strike to Brooks, who this time does not swing at the first pitch. 1 for 2 in the ball game with a single. 5, 6, and 7 for Braintree as the pitch just off the plate. So Springfield Central had as good of an opportunity to take the lead in this game as you could ask for, with a runner getting to second with nobody out and not able to score. 3 straight pop-ups on the infield. One of them carried towards the outfield grass, but it was the second baseman who made the catch. A couple of strikes now on Brooks, who's DHing. Singled his first time, grounded out to third his second. And a foul tipped, held on to for the strikeout, starts the bottom of the 6th. So Braintree not able to get the runner on here to start. And now Rogers, who walked his last time after grounding out, back in the 2nd. And the pitch is there for a strike. Both sides have had multiple opportunities to have big innings. Both sides have had an inning with 2 runs. Braintree's on the 2-run homer by Joyce, and Springfield Central on the 2-run error in right. Braintree has not trailed yet, but in a tie game now at 3. And the offering is upstairs. And he may be hurt. The pitcher is favoring his left side, and this is not a good sight. And you could tell the velocity was not there on the pitch, and you never want to see an injury, especially here in the playoffs. But obviously, he is hurt right now, so we will pause in the action in a 3-3 game. Pitching change has ended as the injured player has made his way off, and we're into our 3rd pitcher now for Springfield Central. The bat will continue here to Rogers with a couple of strikes on him. So not able to continue after favoring that left side. As the pitch on the way, and that one is in there for a called 3rd strike, and the first pitch from the new pitcher is a strikeout. So back-to-back Ks here to start this inning. And Braintree now trying to start something with 2 as King goes after the first pitch, and a routine pop-up on the infield. Multiple players in the same spot, but it is the infielder to make the catch and end the inning. So Braintree does not do anything here in the 6th. We head to the 7th inning. It is still a 3-3 game. Heading to the 7th as Joyce back out there looking to finish off the 7th inning and hope his team can walk it off. He's pitched really well here today as Joyce on the way delivers strike 2. Dealing with the 9-1-2 hitters here for Springfield Central, who now have used 3 pitchers. Joyce just the first pitcher, and Joyce with a great start here to the 7th. Got a strikeout on 3 pitches. And Braintree will have their 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of the 7th. Wouldn't that be a thrilling come from behind if Braintree is able to walk one off? Obviously never trailed, but still, just the way that things unfolded back after the tying runs came across, kind of sensed a little bit of the momentum popping out of the balloon for Braintree. As that one spoiled off and out of play. It's the leadoff hitter, 4th time up now. He's been on once, and the pitch just missed to Miranda, who has doubled, struck out, and popped up. Bases are empty as the pitch on the way, and a swing and a miss. Joyce now looking for his best stuff here in the 7th. Trying to push Braintree to the next round. Got to put up a 0 here. As the 2-strike offering. Oh, he just missed. Good looking pitch with 2 strikes. 5 Ks for Joyce to this point. And that one just cued foul. Able to keep his at bat going. Beautiful day for a ball game. We are tied deep into this game now in the 7th. As the pitch on the way is off the plate, and Joyce has now allowed it to fill up. Do not want to allow the base runner to reach. Got to throw a strike now. And the pitch from Joyce. He's got him! Struck him out! Sit down in the dugout. He's got 2. He was taken all the way. Back-to-back Ks here to start the inning. And that's the way Springfield Central had Braintree in the 6th. They had back-to-back strikeouts. Got to give Joyce a lot of credit. It's gone 6 2/3 to this point. Hit a home run, 2-run homer. He's done a little bit of everything here today. Trying to push his team to the 2nd round, but he's looking for one more out. Trying to get Braintree's bats back out there in the bottom of the 7th. And a first pitch ball this time. Dealing with the number 2 hitter, Martinez Rosario. And a fly ball, this one towards center field, should be playable. Coming a few steps in, King on his way to make the catch, and Braintree has an opportunity to win this ball game in the bottom of the 7th, and this could be a thriller for the home side, as they will have 8, 9, and 1 due up. This what should be a great bottom of the 7th for the home side. Bottom of the 7th inning, stage is set. 8, 9, and 1 for the home side. Joyce, who hit the 2-run homer his last time, trying to start off the inning for Braintree. Little equipment work here for the catcher. And again, 3rd pitcher of the game, coming back in to finish the 6th. Now in to start the 7th, and Braintree's Joyce, who is at the dish right now, has pitched all 7 innings. Not sure what the reason is for the delay here. Thought that would have been something that should have been figured out in between innings. But unfortunately, the catcher had to bat last, so that was probably the reason why. Made the final out. But either way, we'll await the at-bat here for Joyce, who again has gone the 7 innings, given up just 3 runs, only 1 of which was earned. The 2-run error dropped in the outfield. That gives the Eagles right now the reason they're still here. So now the pitcher it's actually hurting themselves in a way, kind of leaving the pitcher out to dry here as they work on the equipment. So Braintree, if they can hold on to win this one, would face Leominster in the next round. A rematch of a season ago. That was a much different stage at that moment. That was down to the final 8, I believe, was the meeting between those 2 teams last year. Leominster able to upset Braintree is the crazy first inning. I don't remember how many runs were scored in that inning, but there was a lot of runs between the 2 teams. It was a shocking game. Some upsets here in the 1st round. Again, Leominster beating Weymouth, which was Braintree's potential next opponent. That was one of them. It's long work here on the catcher's equipment. I don't know what you do if you can't fix it at this point. Starting to get to the point where you got to move things along. Should be an extra helmet or something out there. I don't know why they wouldn't have backup gear. Obviously you don't want to wear somebody else's helmet, but got to have multiple catchers on a team, you would think. Braintree has a couple of catchers. And of course, you're not going to give up Braintree's catcher's mask. At this point, just trying to find a little bit of filler here. Could have taken a break, but still plenty to talk about in what has been a very entertaining game. Both sides have had a lot to cheer about. Both sides have had stuff that they have seen that they do not like, most of those being the errors. So it looks like everything is good to go, finally. And now Braintree trying to walk it off here in the bottom of the 7th inning as the defense goes back to their positions, and it will be Joyce here to start the inning. Hit the 2-run homer his last time, his 3rd at bat of the ball game. And the pitch. First pitch swinging and out in front of it. Joyce and then Fan would be next with Canavan batting 3rd. As the pitch on the way, and Joyce rolls it over right side. Pitcher gonna get there, but the fielder makes the play himself. And a big first out as they're able to get Joyce. So now Fan, who's had a tough day at the dish. I don't know if Braintree has another confident second baseman. I would be surprised that Braintree didn't pinch hit here in this spot for Fan, in the 9th spot, as the first pitch is going to be a little high. Braintree looking for a base runner. Canavan would be up next. He's got a couple of hits. And the offering. Fan takes it upstairs. It's 2-0. And you do not want to walk the number 9 hitter. I think if you're Fan, you take in here, 2-0. Should not help him out. And the 2-0 pitch. He is taking and takes a strike. Does Braintree have the knack for the dramatic, as that's another strike. Fan yet to swing here in the at-bat, and now it's 2-2. Looking to put the ball in play. Number 9 hitter. And a ground ball. This one rolled weakly. Tough play. Fan gonna get there, and the throw just in time. He got him. Pitcher makes a nice throw. He thought with that little dribbler, he thought maybe with his speed he'd get down there. That was close, but obviously he was out at first. And now Canavan. He has the opportunity to be a player to take one deep too. So we'll see if he can drive one here for Braintree with Donnelly licking his chops in the on-deck circle. The outfield is playing very shallow, especially on left and right. Pitch, and he takes it down. So Braintree has grounded out back-to-back times here to start the bottom of the 7th. Now Canavan, and the pitch up. And now he's sitting in the driver's seat. Second straight at bat. It's been 2-0, but obviously the pitcher was able to battle back last time to get the out. You give him a fastball here, he's swinging. Canavan with a couple of singles in the ball game, and the pitch. Does not get the fastball and takes a strike. Looking for something he can hit hard. Multi-sport athlete Canavan is. As the pitch on the way, and Canavan with a big swing, no contact. If the inning continues, Donnelly would bat next. Back-to-back strikes now to Canavan, again, who was singled twice to left field. And the pitch. Canavan takes the called 3rd strike, and he is down, and Braintree goes 1-2-3 here in the 7th. A little bit of a surprise that Braintree did not get a base runner in this 7th inning with an opportunity to walk it off, but Joyce has got to come back out for his 8th inning of work when we come back. Top of the 8th inning. Joyce is going to make his way back out there as he's coming back out. 3, 4, and 5 hitters, and Braintree living and dying with Joyce right now as they head into extra innings. 1-2-3, Braintree went in the 7th. Not able to get a base runner on with a strikeout to Canavan to end the inning. As this one back towards the pitcher as Joyce fields and makes another play. Continues to make plays on the mound as he has made his 3rd putout. This one is reminiscent to the Weymouth and Leominster game that went extra innings. That game was 0-0 though. before Leominster won in 9 innings, 2-0. Joyce winds and fires. Sand on the ground on the first pitch. This one towards short, picked. Long throw across, not in time. Not able to get it back there as he was on the move. Had Ryan maybe planted his feet, make a strong throw, he would have had him, but he decided to try and go on the move. Got some on it, but not enough. Pretty clean play, but just was not able to get enough on it. So an infield hit moves the potential go-ahead run to first as the pitch is on the way, and a first pitch swing with no contact. Canavan holds the runner on at first. We haven't seen a runner picked off. And the runner takes off. They got him in between bases. Throw to second. He's out. Got him. A beautiful play as Braintree picks him off, and what were they thinking? And that very quickly erases what was the go-ahead runner. Just talked about nobody getting picked off, and he picks a real bad time to do it. And he was out by 5 feet at the bag at second. Not even close. And momentum completely has shifted again. Just when you thought Springfield Central had it, Braintree now with the bases clear and 2 down. And the pitch right there for a strike. And now a pitch away from going to the bottom of the 8th. Got to give a lot of credit to Canavan, who made that fielding error earlier. As this one drilled out to center, and King puts it away. 1, 2, 3, or in the middle they had one get on, but it ends up being a quick 1, 2, 3 inning as it turns out. And Braintree again will have a chance to walk it off in a 3-3 game. Bottom of the 8th inning. Joyce again goes another inning of work, trying to go the distance and get the win. And the first pitch to Donnelly is a strike. Again, the third pitcher still being in there. As for Springfield Central, Rodriguez remains in this ball game. And Donnelly on the ground, middle of the infield. It's got to be a tough play. It's mishandled, and Donnelly's on. The winning run is at first. That wasn't specifically an error. That ball was going to be an infield hit anyway, but either way, Donnelly, the player that almost in the worst way wants to win this game for Braintree. A runner was picked off for Springfield Central in the top of this inning. And Braintree now going to be bunting here. Pitch is upstairs, not in time, if they were going to throw it anyway. So as usual, Braintree going to play the small ball, which obviously needing 1 run to win the game, that is the right thing. And they're asking Ryan to get it done, who has not had a hit yet. He's 0 for 3. Pitch, oh, beautiful bunt, drops it down. Pitcher, gonna throw, here's the throw, it's gonna be high, but he makes the play. Oh, if that one went into right field, this game may be over. You can see that one had the first baseman lifting a little bit. Thought maybe that one was gonna go into right field. But the sacrifice gets the runner to second, the winning run now at second. So a single by Donnelly, a sacrifice bunt by Ryan. Braintree has the winning run at second. A base hit may win this game. Grieve, yet again, 4th at bat. Every single time he's been up, he's had a key moment with the base runner on in scoring position. He's driven home 1. Trying to drive home the most important run, the winning run. Brooks would bat next if we get there, as Donnelly leads from the bag at second. Getting ready here on the pitch, and that one's upstairs to Grieve. Pitch on the way to Grieve, and he takes the pitch for ball 2. Braintree would certainly take a walk here in this spot. As the pitch. This one driven to left field. Hit well. Back it goes. It's going to be over his head. Here comes the winning run. And Grieve with the thriller. They win here in the bottom of the 8th. The walk-off hit by Grieve. 4-3, the Womps win here in the first round matchup. The winning hit by the cleanup hitter Grieve. The hit to left field makes its way over his head, and what a comeback win here after Braintree had given up the tying run on the error in right field. And Donnelly, who I talked about being the player who wanted to win it, ends up being the one to score the winning run as he brings home the final run here in the hit by Grieve. So Braintree wins what was a thriller, and the home side will advance as they will face Leominster in a rematch of a season ago, and you could not have asked for a better script here for Braintree, although it took a lot longer than you would have liked, and obviously a lot more pitches than Joyce would have liked. Braintree able to get the job done and move on to the second round, but you got to give a lot of credit. Springfield Central did not make it easy for Braintree here today. It was a tough matchup, and Braintree did just enough. It was the walk-off hit by Grieve, the difference in the ball game, and what was a thriller for the home side. So head coach O'Connell and his team move on to the Sweet 16. So that'll conclude our live stream broadcast of Braintree baseball here today against Springfield Central. On behalf of our camera person Dave Maybrook, I'm Mike Wassel. We'll see you next time.